Greetings and welcome back to Elden Ring. Now, in the last episode we defeated this boss and there is, as far as I know, nothing left for us to do in these catacombs. So let us head out. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, we did not end the last episode in the catacombs. That was just me going back there to take a thumbnail. You know, actually, I struggled a little bit with, the thumbnail, because unlike in the first episode, I didn't have a cutscene. In the first episode, I had a nice little cutscene that I could pull a thumbnail from. I kind of struggled with a thumbnail for the last episode, so I'm maybe going to have to spend a little bit of time each episode dedicating some time to a thumbnail. It's kind of difficult though. I don't think there's like a picture mode. It's something that I really enjoyed about another game called Senua Sacrifice Hell's Blade. It had a really nice camera mode. You could pause the game and it would freeze everything, and then you could move the camera around, play with the depth of field, and so on. Alright, so what are we gonna do today? I'm thinking that I wanna see if there's like a couple things that I haven't done in my previous play of this game, and this is definitely one of those things. We want to do that. We haven't done that, and I still kind of want to figure out what's up with this invisible dude here. There is an NPC down here which we could activate. And I also think, wasn't there a merchant down here? I don't remember, but there was definitely a merchant, I think, over here. I don't remember what's in these runes, but I remember that there's a chest. So there's that. But I don't remember exactly what else is in these runes. There's obviously this, which we wanna do all of these eventually. I'm just trying to think about, which order is the best to do these things in. You know what? Let's head over here, because we did forget about this curiosity. There is this, and then perhaps. Before I go down into this cave here, I do want the mace, and you get that at the round table hold, so I'm not in a rush to get down there. I'm also considering going to the Weeping Peninsula kind of early. Okay, so let's head up there and look at this curiosity that I marked on the map. It's this little it's like a, it looks a bit like a graveyard, with these stone swords and everything. They don't seem like swords that anyone would wield. It's more like decorative swords, like tombstone decoration swords. Actually, there's something I want to do in the sounds. I want to make voices a little louder, so in dialogue you can hear them well. I want to turn sound effects down a little bit. There we go. Alright. Examine. Godric v. Golden, humiliated, having tasted defeat by the blade of Miquella, now on his knees, begging for mercy. And that seems to just be... Oh, ba 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 ba. The invisible enemy bug is back. Once again, I had hoped that I had fixed that. I thought I had fixed that. But it still seems like it isn't fixed. Which is really annoying. But you just saw enemies over there and they are again invisible. You know, that rider just appears sometime. But yes, that is very annoying. And it's definitely a hardware problem at this point. I'm pretty sure it's not a software problem. I feel like there was an update to the game, wasn't there?
You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
I feel like he becomes more invisible when he's kind of like above us.
Yeah, you there? Stop pretending you can't see me.
Gee, I mean, I'm not pretending I can't see people. I just can't see people.
I'm not that ugly, am I?
Okay, finally. There we go. My god. Yeah, the invisible enemy bug is really getting on my nerves. But I just really don't know what else to do at this point. I have considered switching the resolution. You know, I have considered switching the resolution to a lower one. But since I have the scaling off, it'll do this.
Why won't anyone look me in the eye?
Okay, let's
not that ugly, am I?
let's see if we can find him, because I haven't been able to solve this mystery. And I'm just wondering, you know, if I just missed something. So let's just have a look around.
Oi! You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
I'm just trying to use my stereo headphones to figure out what side he's talking to me from.
Yeah, you there? Stop pretending you can't see me.
Okay, he's definitely around this area, because as I was walking around in a circle, I heard him on the right side the entire time.
Why won't anyone look me in the eye? I'm not that ugly, am I?
Oh wow, we did it.
What'd you go and do that for?
Yeah, let's take a look at this NPC. He seems interesting. Ooh. Again, I wish I had like a camera mode because there seems to be, you know, this could be an interesting thumbnail, I guess. Um, we can turn HUD off, but that still gives the button prompt. Okay. Ah, yeah. But see, it's so annoying trying to actually take good screenshots. Maybe we'll just use one of these. Ah, yeah. It's killing me. I don't actually really know how I should deal with thumbnails. It's really annoying because I want interesting thumbnails, but I don't know how I can make interesting thumbnails in the game. You know, because I would like to have a picture of this NPC, you know, like begging me, but it is very hard for me to get a good camera angle on him. Wait, wasn't there some button for camera controls? Oh well, whatever. Let's just talk to him.
Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me. Or
Oh, a mushroom. Oh, 10 mushrooms.
if you can
Nice.
afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon.
Interesting.
Right, but I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them, so I have to gather myself. My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore. Right, but I'm...
A god-awful cave on the shore. This one? Probably that one. I wonder if... See, I haven't figured out how to actually remove map markers, because now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm not sure how I can remove these map markers. I can remove all markers, but how can I remove this one particular? You know, that's a bit of an... That's a bit of a... Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer because I can only remove all of them. So, yeah, that's really a little annoying. Okay, so we found out about the cave. I wonder if there's like a... If he'd be like down there if we go there now. What are we gonna do? Perhaps. Perhaps. Let us go here. As I'm like thinking about what I should do, I realize that there might be a lot of people that are like, oh, you just need to do this, you just need to do that. Here's the problem though. I'm not trying to play the game as effectively as possible. I'm trying to play the game from a perspective of, I guess, exploring everything as thoroughly as possible. So we got a few. Oh, there's an item down there, and we've got a few of those. Very annoying. I wonder if we can just... I wonder if they can come up here. And it's so annoying to try and kill flying enemies. But it seems to be working relatively well. For the most part, at least. This guy we just can't seem to target. There we go. I'm thinking that's all of them. If not, we can deal with them. I do wonder what happens if you were to shoot one of these corpses. Let's see if we can take a better look. Let's check that one out. So it doesn't seem like they are moving at all. Again, I'm very curious about what this actually means, you know? What do these corpses represent? Let's try and shoot one, see what happens. Nothing. Okay. But yeah, I'm very curious about why they are groaning during the night time. Again, these are just absolutely wretched and tortured souls. And who really knows who put them up there, right? Maybe it was the Golden Order, maybe they were violating the Golden Order. This looks very... Somebody gave me a tip the other day. And it's a tip that doesn't break any, you know, like, of my no spoiler rule. And the tip was that if you're at the edge of a cliff, right, and you attack, you'll move down if you can survive the jump. If you can't survive the jump, it will not actually let you get over the cliff. Oh. So down here, for example, right, we would not survive, so if we attack and we don't fall, we're good. Let's see. Here's a crab. And there is this one dude down there, which we could try and take out. I'm not exactly sure which way would be the best, but I think over here might be the best to get down there. Although I'm not actually sure. Yeah, this is too deep as well. There is, as far as I know, an item. Is it down here? No, it's not. Up there. I think up there's an item or something. I don't remember too clearly, but I remember there being an item somewhere around here. How did we get down there? Trying to remember how I got down there last time. Maybe... Oh, there's another skull. We found a lot in just this very small region over here. Well, we probably want to head over there, so let's get Torrent. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm not trying to be the most efficient, you know? Because I know what I'd have to do if I'd try to be the most efficient as possible. But that's not what I'm... Oh no, we went exactly the wrong way again. But I'm not trying to be as efficient as possible. I'm trying to play the game on like a route that makes sense. I think there's a... Yeah, there's a place of grace here, so let's unlock that. We... What? That was weird, because I was missing the enemy even though I had target locking on, and they hadn't moved yet, but my character already turned as if they had moved. Right, as far as I know, I kind of jumped off very close to the grace. I think over there. I don't think there is like any significance to... I know I can make the jump, come on. We just take some damage. Perhaps if you're gonna take damage, they're not gonna let you make a jump using the attack button. he didn't take any damage there, so... But yeah, I was told that if you won't take damage, you will just jump off the cliff. Looks like it wasn't all right. Maybe it just works only for cliffs a little bit longer or higher. Okay, so we've got an NPC over here, which is an enemy, and they are very curious. So we've got pointy ears. As you can see. Very curious sword as well. And they're using gravity magic. No clothes. Some sort of growths maybe, or something at least on their body. Let's heal and then kill them. Alright, it's gonna pull me and he's gonna attack me. Okay, it's pulling me and he's going to attack. Okay, let's heal. He's actually tankier than I remember him to be. Oh, come on, why do I get input delays again? He's not really all that menacing when you have a shield. If you get input delays though, that can mess you up. Oh my god. Just as I said, he's not that menacing if you have a shield. Okay, we get the Ash of War Gravitas, which is what he was using, and my god, we almost died there. I don't know what's happening, why the game seems to be running a lot worse than in my original playthrough, but it just seems worse. So he has a little bit of a camp here, a little bit of a campsite. See what else we can find down here. I don't remember if there was anything else down here. Let's use torrent to make this jump. Make that jump. Okay, there's nothing here. There is an item here though. Just a lump of flesh. Okay. Let's see what else we can find. Is there anything else? Like a cave or something? Just more runes. Oh, there is a cave. What sort of barrier is this? Oh, that's probably a barrier that tells us that we can't take torrent back there. It's a... spectral barrier, there we go. Alright, so we found another talisman, and I do think we haven't even equipped a talisman yet. We have one that boosts fire damage negation and one that boosts the holy damage negation. And there's a little bit of interesting lore on this. So let's read it. The ancient dragons who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Erdtree would protect their lord as a wall of living rock. And so it is that the shape of a dragon has become symbolic of all manner of protection. And I'm kind of like, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this talisman, and I'm not seeing a dragon. I mean, do you see a dragon? I don't see a dragon. Is there a dragon depicted on this? It's kind of curious. I must admit, I really don't see a dragon. It looks like nothing. Like, I can't make anything out on this talisman. Anyway, let's just put this on. Doesn't hurt to have that. And I think that's it. So, set it out. This crab is still trying to fight us. We could teleport, but we would be missing out on another rune item. Perfect. And we'd also be missing out on using these. I don't know what to call them, really. I saw something over there briefly. But I think it was just a fallen leaf. So that is everything down here. I just saw something on that edge though. Oh, it's just these creatures. Okay. So that brings us out here. Just south of the campfire. Keep calling it a campfire, but it's a lost grace, so let's rest. So if I were playing the game the most efficient way, I suppose I should be trying to gather up the seeds and tears to upgrade my flasks. I should be trying to get the weapons that I want. I should be trying to get smithing stones, all kinds of things. Let's talk with this dude.
Ah, you must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of a Gill Lake fledgling. The dragon roosts there, and it's as fearsome as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake. Don't be a fool. Turn back before it's too late. Don't be a fool.
Alright, that's all the dialogue that we're gonna get out of him. Let's collect this. And yes, he's referring to this lake. And I kind of want to activate the dragon, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to walk around these ruins. So let's activate this dragon that he talked of. It's relatively simple to do. You just gotta walk out here. and look for something of a ritual site. Over there. See that? You can see that there is, you know, something going on. We're gonna try to get a good look at it. I don't know just how close I can go before a dragon comes. But yeah, there seems to be some totem, but actually now that I'm looking at it, it looks like there's corpses. So let's approach carefully. Oh, there he comes. Run. Run! Pick up the item though. That's too hard for me to deal with right now. So we're just gonna walk back here. And we're gonna go back to that NPC now. So yeah, there seems to be some ritual there, and there's more evidence that people are actually worshipping this dragon. And we also just read the inscription or description on these talismans, telling us that there was ancient dragons, and you know they were before the Earth Tree, so on and so forth. So dragons seem to be rather godly figures.
Don't be a fool.
Oh, okay. Figured he might have something to say about us poking the dragon's nest. But I guess he only really has that dialogue if you've actually fought the dragon and not just ran away like we did. Okay, so we've done that. Now, what are we gonna do? You know, I guess this... I guess we're gonna do this. This is a very interesting place, to say the least.
It hurts.
Okay.
Oh. What are you doing here? You must leave this place at once. They'll rush in and beat you to a pulp. You'll end up just like me. Oh.
Okay, not any more dialogue there. We could be using a torch, but I know where all the enemies are, so not gonna bother. Could be a bit difficult to see on YouTube. I remember very vividly in my other playthrough going into this cave, and it was an amazing experience. It really was an amazing experience going through this cave. very hard to judge the distance sometimes. Yeah, doing this cave with no torch on is very interesting, to say the least. These guys always try to get behind you. Alright, and there's more of them back there. There's one guy that's a little bit tougher and one guy that isn't so tough. That's a tough guy. But even that is dealt with relatively easily. Alright, and now we get a little bit of an item. And there's a summon sign for this dude. It makes the fight a bit easier, but also a bit harder. Because obviously if you summon, the boss gets more health, he gets a bigger health pool, but you have someone that can distract the enemy. We are going to use the summon, Old Knight Istvan, because I want to complete as much of the game as possible, and this is something in the game that we could do that perhaps along the line might actually turn out, you know, with a quest or so. So here we are, a small army. And let's deal with these small ones first. Before we deal with this big one. Oh, yeah. All these small guys we have here, just attacking. It's just really strong early on because these bosses don't have a lot of points, right? Neither do I, though. I'm just trying to get away to heal. But yeah, these bosses early on, they don't have all that much poise. So if you can just stagger them a whole lot, it's fairly easy to just take care of them. They're all running. They're all running back there. I really don't deal a lot of damage, but that's not their perk. Alright, our knight is also gone, and yeah, relatively easy fight. I do feel like I'm taking a bit of a cheesy way out in these fights, but I just don't want to end up having to redo them. You know, I've done these fights. If you want to see me struggle with this fight and die a couple times, just go watch my other playthrough. You'll get the full blind experience. And in this case, I just wanted to have... I just wanted this done with. This cave leads on though. But let's first look into our inventory, what we got. We did get the tailoring kit and the sewing needle. Enables armor adjustments at sites of grace, and Bok the Demi-Human's prized sewing needle. Wasn't Bok the Demi-Human the guy that we saved? We're also gonna have to talk with him. Actually, should we do that first? Yeah, let's do that first. Let's see. Let's see if we can talk to him, get some dialogue. I did not have him activated in my original first attempt here, so I don't know if that changes anything. If we get like an additional reward or something. It's very dark, but if you know the way around, you just stick to the cave walls, you'll find your way. There he is.
Oh, what are you doing here? You go.
Give him the sewing needle. Yeah, let's do that.
Wait. Is that what I think it is? You got it back for me. My sewing needle.
Here you go, mate. It's yours.
What made you go and do a thing like that? My mum was a seamstress, and that sewing kit was all I had to remember her by. I always wanted to be just like sweet old mum. Then I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I? Thank you. You're very kind. I always wanted to be a seamster like my mum. Then I suppose I can't just curl up and die, can I?
Okay, not sure where this is gonna lead down the line, but that's interesting. Perhaps he's going to become a merchant or something for us down the line. Who knows? Who knows? But very, very curious and interesting NPC. I like the design. Very nice. It's just very interesting to find out, you know, that there's like a... You know, like in my first time playing, I just went into this cave and I just killed everything and I had this needle and I didn't know what it belonged to or what it did. But now, I know. And it feels good. I think there's some more enemies up ahead, but I'm not sure. Ah, yeah, there is. Two of them. Ah, there's one right beside me. Alright. This cave moss is actually really valuable, so make sure you pick it up. That's the way we came from, right? Yeah, we came in here. This is a dead end. That's the way to go. I apologize if this is way too dark to see anything. But I don't have a torch yet. Anyway, now we're over here on this island. And it's a very interesting place. It's kind of where I wanted to end the episode on, I suppose, or at least, you know, I kind of eventually decided that we should be going here. I don't remember exactly if I've discovered everything on this island that there is to discover. We're just gonna look around as thoroughly as we can, you know, look down all the cliffs, see if there's, you know, any platforms we could jump to, any hidden items or so. Very easy to miss things in this game. Alright, let's look over here. No, doesn't seem to be anything of any value. Nothing. Oh, but do you see down there? There's... There are platforms down there. So we should probably be trying to get over there. For starters though, let us go up here. There is a message here, so let's read that. Far to the east, you'll find the Cathedral of Dragon. So that gives us a little bit of a hint. I wonder if we can see it from here. East. No, but it said far to the east, so probably somewhere over there. Right. So that's a bit of a hint for us. There's also an item up here. Some exalted flesh. You already get a bit of a sneak peek of what's down there, but for now we're gonna actually head down over here. And I still can't seem to make this trick that somebody supposedly gave me work. I can hear the sound of, you know, one of these scarabs. And it's a silver one, so we definitely want to kill that. And it's just a somber smithing stone. So that's good. No, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted to do. I wanted to stop holding my weapon in two hands. I actually don't know what somber smithing stones do. I've never had to use one. Reinforce special armaments. Okay, so maybe boss weapons, right? Weapons that are like made from boss souls or stuff like that. That's probably it. Yeah, it's for unique weapons. You know, weapons you can maybe find only once in the game or something like that. That's the end. That's all she wrote. Okay. Let's pick up these plants and then head up again. Let's use torrent. Pick up some runes while we're here. We've got a lot of these. We are probably going to be able to level up. There is a site of grace here, conveniently, so we don't have to go through the cave every time we want to go here. So let's level up. And let's level up. Oof, difficult decisions to make. I would like some more strength, but I would also like a little bit more vigor. I would like some more endurance. I would like some more mind. Eventually, I want to get all of these to 20. You know, all these upper ones, I want all of them at 20. So let's just go and start with vigor, I suppose. Now, let's take a look at the Church of Dragon Communion. Very interesting to note, it is called the church, not the cathedral. So this is just a church. You can see some really curious statues here, scattered around. Headless, humanoid dragon statues. Their significance is beyond my understanding right now, but I do theorize that these look a little bit like people. You know, the way they are scattered, they seem, you know, like if you look at this, you know, this doesn't look like decorative elements. You know, this does not look like anybody decorated them, and you can kind of see. Okay, let's see if we can get a look at this. Maybe we can find somewhere else. We're too close. No, that one doesn't have it, but this one, I think, has a head. Oh no, not what I wanted. You know, this one, I think, has a head, you know, down there with a torch in it. You see that? I think that's the dragon's head with a torch in it, and there seems to be some human skulls around it. It's very interesting, and there's lots of them scattered around and kind of buried in the ground and everything. It just looks very odd for them to just be just decorative, you know. There's another hand down there. You can, I think, faintly make out a head down there on the ground. Anyway, let's take a look at the main attraction in the middle. So you've got a dragon here. Turned to stone, mineralized. You've also got a bit of an altar, so let's go and check that out. So the ritual of Dragon Communion is a ritual in which you give dragon hearts to obtain dragon spells. They are quite pricey in terms of the requirements, you know, 24 faith, 17 faith, and 15 faith, and all of them take arcane as well. I wish we could get a little bit more information, but I suppose we will have to go to the church, to the Cathedral of the Dragon, to get more information. It's a very cool place. Very cool place. And I wanted to end the episode on that note, but I think we are able to unlock the round table hold if we go in here and have a conversation with Belena.
Me? I'm searching for my purpose, given to me by my mother inside the Erd Tree, long ago, for the reason that I yet live, burned and bodiless. There is something for which I must apologize. I've acted the Finger Maiden, yet can offer no guidance. I am no maiden. My purpose was long ago lost.
Okay, no round table hold, sadly, but still interesting conversation to have with Melina here, because we already had, the idea that she doesn't exactly have a body, right? She seems to be spectral. And now we've got some interesting information about not just herself, but about the world itself. So her mother gave birth to her inside the Erd Tree. Let's go look at it. Inside the Erd Tree, her mother gave birth to her. That may be why she's trying to go back there, But again, I don't know why she can't just go. And I'm very curious to see where her story will lead us. Melina's story is actually one that I'm super curious about. Like I'm so curious about Melina's story and what will happen with her. But yeah, three maybe really interesting informations. People can, or like spectral beings at least, have been birthed by some mother inside the Erd Tree. Is the Erd Tree the mother, or is it a being that resides within the Erd Tree? Who knows? Was it Marika, the Eternal? Is Melina Marika's daughter? Who knows, really, at this point? Who knows at this point who she is? But I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, where we are going to continue our little adventure. We are taking things at a very slow pace, I do know that, but that is what this series is all about. We are taking our time exploring and trying to make sense of the world around us. Now, take care, and I see you in the next one.